China's consumers are getting more sophisticated. They travel more, they visit other countries. They also see the good public policies implemented by other countries' regulator. For example, the demand for better safety in food and drugs is very important in China. In the last 2 or 3 years, there has been scared about the quality of milk powder, the quality of meat, and also dairy products. So we wouldn't see continuing consumer focus and exerting greater pressure on the politicians to have better policy and also enforcement to check on those factories, those farms that produce the meat products, the also pharmaceutical companies looking to making sure that no substance in those drugs that they consume will have side effects. I think the Chinese are pretty open on the front. They have been working with the FDA recently to make sure that the food quality and drug qualities are enhanced. So we see that trend that Chinese government do listen to their consumers, and it's also minimize social unrest by the more urbanized communities. In addition to food and drug industry, we see automobile industries is another classic example that has a lot of potential for better regulations because of pollutions, fossil energy usage in China. Air pollution is one of the biggest problems in China. It's not just concentrated in Beijing and Shanghai, some of the biggest cities. In fact, it's expanded to second, third, and fourth tier cities where the pollution is a huge problem. So we see tougher emission standards. Also, industry that focus on clean energies, also alternative energy sources will be favored with tax incentives and better policy to promote greater usage of alternative energies. I think the biggest challenge is how do you balance economic reform with political reform. I think as population are more in tune with global development, and Chinese are traveling more, they see how other countries are operating in a democratic society versus 5,000 years of authoritarian government. I think that's going to be a challenge for the Chinese political leadership to address that issues. I can see China moving towards a model of Singapore. Singapore, it's an Asian country, shares some commonality in terms of culture and heritage. 70% of the Singaporeans are ethnic Chinese, and they share the same trait and culture.